Hello everybody, welcome to episode 8 of my Dyson Sphere Program playthrough. I'm Icon and today it's yellow science up the menu. Last episode we created the necessary organic crystals and I also whipped up the necessary titanium off planet to get the titanium crystal production rolling. So what's left today is really not much. We're only needing to set up a little facility that'll create diamonds for us. Luckily, diamonds can be created via energetic graphite, so I even got a little facility sitting up there, being lazy, so we're going to use that. And the titanium crystal business, well, it'll gonna be happening down here, and that's where I'm gonna start for today. So we're producing them organic crystals, right? So the thing here is with titanium crystals, we have a production of 0.5 organic crystals per second. So that means I can bring half of the maximum production amount. So 2 assemblers with titanium crystals can be satisfied at any time. So let's do this. We're going to be setting up the assembling machines if we had them. Well, let's create ourselves 2. Can't take forever. So we're going to be putting down the... Let's see. Where will I put down the facilities? Well, whatever. Let's put it down like that. No. This direction. I want to leave up this direction open for more oil refining if necessary. Now, organic crystal goes on the belt. Assembler 1 goes on the belt. Assembler 2 goes on the belt. We also feature assembler number or belt number 2. Or wait a sec, belt number 2 can't live here because he's gonna be disturbing my organic crystal flow. Whatever, you know what? We're gonna be annihilating that. And annihilating all of this, because I just figured it would be a lot more harmonious to just do the assembly directly on the belt. I can move away the assembling machines later if necessary. Somewhere else and such. And now we're just gonna be slapping down, let's see, I think 1 storage facility will suffice. Let's drop down 1 here. And now we need double belt, of course. 1 this way. And the other one the other direction. So. Go. Maybe a little bit complicated, but who cares? As long as it works. So we're gonna be grabbing titanium from here, and that from there. Wonderful. And now we only need the recipe and the output. Here. Okay. Let's copy that. And provide a nice amount of titanium plates here. Provide with power. Okay, so the real problem there is this is just a... this is something that we have to hand fill, and it sucks for me, but what can we do? It's just not possible to do it better right now, you know? Merely am now sitting on a overproduction of these dudes, but whatever. Okay, here we go. Titanium crystals, fresh and crisp. So we're gonna be piping that stuff now over here towards the actual science facility, also generating nice amounts of soil pile on the way. Okay. So luckily I have upgraded my drones lately, so the job's getting done a lot faster. Now, to the diamond smelting, because really, that's all we have to do. The only thing I need to do now is to acquire titanium every now and then to keep the titanium crystal production rolling, but that's it. Now, for the diamonds, I'm going to I'm going to produce the diamonds on this little coastal patch here. And let's see, I got a totally nasty looking distributor here. So what's the matter? We really don't need this catastrophe here. We can do a lot smoother. So what we're actually needing are just two of these dudes, you know. Let's use that like this, like this, and we're also going to be needing one of these dudes. So wait a sec. Let me think. Input goes that way, and we need to distribute that way. Okay. So just tidying up things a bit is a necessary evil every now and then. Otherwise, your factory won't work anymore. So we're combining the input here and slapping it down there. And now we're just going to be... Wait a sec. Oh, I got this wrong. Crap. So wait a sec. So this is all input? Input, input, input? Okay. My bad. Okay, then. We'll put it down like that. There we go. So this should now provide what we need. Give me a sec, I do plates here, plates there, plates there. I see, it was just that steel facility. So, sometimes you just have to tidy up, like I said. But the benefit of that was that we freed up this production there. So let's see, is that really all that's possible? I have my doubts somehow. Let's check it out, but not without grabbing a couple of extra belts here. And a couple of extra sorters. Okay, so let's check. We got an input of 12 units there, and each of these dudes eats, like, what now? 1 per second. So we do output 3 units of coal per second. Yes, that's a maximum capacity. And we're producing 1.5 of these, right? I think so. Okay. Now, first off, let's get the coal out of this area there, and I want to have it over there. So. Done. Okay. I really like working with height-leveled spy now. It's quite a chill operation, and it's really working out decent. Okay, so now... Considering that we got an input of, what again, I think a 1.5 of these dudes, right? I'm producing half a unit per smelter, so 1.5 of these. So let's slap down one here and see how the diamond production will work. So this facility will consume half a unit of graphite per second, so... we're able to just slap down 3 of them. Wonderful. I like it when things are that easy to calculate. So, that means my diamond production there is sitting on a what? We produce half a diamond per second per facility, so we're producing 1.5 diamonds per sec. Okay. These numbers are very, very important, you know. Okay. Now, let's get over to the Matrix Labs. So, oh god. Let me pick up a couple of my, a couple of spare parts. This just doesn't feel right. Nope. So, you know, I set up all these little facilities just for exactly that reason, so we don't have to do all this manually anymore. So, vertical construction has been upgraded, that's cool. So that means we can stack things higher now. Okay, I'm that close to the breakthrough of yellow science, so let's just slap down a couple of standard unlocks here that I have simply not done yet. So like I said, there's nothing worse than unused science points. And let's keep producing here. Okay, where was I? Yeah, I was thinking about picking class, but whatever. Not that important. So, laboratories. One structure matrix is eating up an eighth of these materials. So, I have already set up 1.5 diamonds per second, so that's really no problems. Diamonds we have to no end. Let's see how much titanium crystal we can produce actually per sec. I mean, you see, I'm already out of titanium, but that's a different story. Now, oh, there's another thing bothering me, and that's the length of this belt here. Alright, so 2 of these facilities, let's check it out. I got 2 facilities. That means I'm producing half a crystal per sec. Okay. Let's get back to this one. So that means we can facilitate 4 laboratories at once. That's a pretty good start. I mean, that's half a yellow cube per sec. I thought we'd end up a lot worse than that, honestly. Okay, so stack them up high, and let's do this. Alrighty. That's always such a glorious moment for me, reaching the first real milestones. Because for me, the yellow cubes are where you actually really leave the early game and say hi to the mid game. That's when you've learned what it means to build a space factory, and then the real chores begin. Planetary logistics, interplanetary logistics, the good stuff. Can't wait to get there. That's basically where I ditched my last playthrough, and I'm really curious to see where it'll lead us. So, let's power up the tower. Power up the tower, and there we go. Yellow science is being made. Of course, it's a very limited operation, and we will have to get ourselves a steady supply of titanium. That's just the problem there, but you know, it's done. The basics are done. All we're going to need now is to crank up the production even further. So let's see, my cube consumers are all sitting there, so we're going to snuggle in the yellow cube here. Oh no, the consumption is not only happening there. Whoopsie daisy. But we... How to do this now? Well... Let's dismantle this little facility here. It's not gonna work out as before. So we're gonna be reorganizing our little science facility here now too. So let's see. And let's output these blue cubes this way. And now let's put up our 6 towers one more, or 6 laboratories one more time. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Hell yeah, I can put them all onto one. Wonderful. I really like it when it works out like that. That's why I researched vertical construction that hard, you know. Okay, so we're actually able to go all the way here. Okay. I like it this way, you know. And one last there. Of course, we don't have any yellow cubes yet, but let's just power it up. And that's going to be our new little science facility. So let's just see what's happening there. Oh, I've forgotten to get myself an output there. Whoopsie. Okay, so brilliant news, my friends. We are now in the real business. So let's toss the remaining or whatever. I don't want to use my inventory items. Thank you. There we go. And now, do I have... I don't have enough fuel to get somewhere. So. Now, it's time to grab ourselves some more titanium off planet. Because that's really the biggest thing that we can do right now. So, stealing some energetic graphite here. And let's see. Get myself an indicator on the not Cabela's at 4 later. Nope. Up and away. Here we go. Zoom. All right, got me self X-ray cracking. I don't know how to click now, and that's. How can I free the cursor? I read how I can do that, but I forgot about it. Well, whatever. So here in this mode, you can do it with a simpler fuel, as you can see here. No biggie. Your propulsion is just a lot weaker. But at the end of the day, with 750 meters per second, I'm also getting closer to Cabela's in a decent amount of time. So a little bit weird to have that in your face. But whatevs. Gotta say, landing on planets works a lot smoother than it did way back when. Or, oh, well. So... Ah, escape did the trick. Okay. Now, the real bummer is that I missed my window. So, we'll have to... First off, I need to slow down now. Turn around. Crap. I hate it when that happens. Well... That's why I usually like to slow down a bit before I hit the planet I want to land on. So right now I'm slowly turning around. As you see here, I'm just using my battery here a little bit. Okay. And so let's slow down a bit. Good thing that I was able to just press escape to get that screen away. The more you learn, you know. Alright. Let's slow down, and land. Why didn't that... Is it because I'm out of power that I can't land, maybe? Probably I need battery to land. Last couple of times I had no problem whatsoever. It's the first time that I have this problem landing somewhere. It must be the lack of battery. So, okay, maybe I was wrong about the fuel. I think the deuteron, the hydrogen rods were absolutely good there. Okay, so slowing down a bit. One more time. The good news about that, we're casually generating ourselves lots and lots of titanium there. but I still have to get back home there. Okay. First time that I have these problems. But I think it should work out this time. It's basically the planet running away from me, you know? But feel free to drop me a comment and tell me what I did wrong there, because I'm pretty sure I did something wrong there. Yep, landing takes power. I guess that was the whole problem. With an empty battery, you can't land. I bet that was the issue. I bet that was the issue. Alright, lesson learned, you know. So, since I'm a little bit out of power, I'm just casually walking over there. So what can you harvest there? Lots of stone. Holy moly. 80 units of stone in one go. More than I'd get on the other planets. But I surely don't mind the little excursion here in terms of learning mechanoid flight a little bit more. So extreme propulsion does not only have advantages, at least if you are out of power, that is. Okay. So our smelter dudes are working 24/7. And, you know, it's only so much that I can transport here in one go. But nevertheless, it's going to get us somewhere. So, one more thing that I want to do here. Oh, crap, I don't have inventory space for that. Let's help myself. I want to power up myself properly before I go, you know? And I didn't bring a power-up thing there. Okie doke. Well, so with that out of the way, I'm now able to get a lot further than before. The real pain there remains in the fact that I still have to haul this titanium by myself, and that really sucks. It feels really, like, wrong. Just flat out wrong. But what can I do, you know? Sometimes you have to mule around stuff, and that's just your job. Okay, so packing up the batteries one more time, setting up the designator, and let's see if I can do that better the next time. But I felt like I learned a lot about the traveling between worlds this way. Okay. Up and away! Here we go. So now we know that we can't just escape away that. Oh, come on, dude. Here we go. Alrighty. So that'll gonna need 3 minutes to hit that planet. I don't like that. So let's reduce that to 1 minute. And steer a little. So every little motion needs energy, and not even low amounts. But as long as I save up some energy to land afterwards, it should be okay. I wonder if you can get lost in space in that way. It would be a little bit frustrating, wouldn't it? Alright, but if I learned everything correctly, I should be able to just land by pressing Alt. There we go. Bang. Yeah, as long as you have energy, you can just slam dunk on the planet. Okay, lesson learned. Now, where is my factory again? You just need to follow one polar cap. and go all the way up there. So, big news. We got it. Boom. So out of all that stuff, I want to make myself some fuel as well. You know, let's keep one stack of titanium plates for that purpose. So, control click does the trick. Okay, now we got a nice little supply of that stuff. And the next production of these is already inbound, so... you can't select how many you put on your cursor with that. I see now. Okay, so we're producing 24 of them fuel rods here. It's a good thing. And also, I think there's really nothing standing in our way now, production-wise there. So... the only things necessary now would be amping up my plastics production to amp up the production of organic crystals. Basically, if I'd wire up the oil we're overproducing here and make plastic out of that and pipe it down here, with this combined production, I'd be able to double my organic crystals, I'd be able to double my titanium crystals, and then I'd be able to double this beautiful thing here. So there is a lot of benefit out of that, because if I understood this correctly right now, I'm only using one of these smelters here. Like, that's all we're using. But that's okay, it doesn't really matter. One thing that I want to do right away here is check out how our yellow science is being made, and also consider storing that stuff somewhere. Because right now, we're not really using it, and stockpiling it might be actually not the worst of ideas. Because right now, you know, well, I'm not sure about it. Okay, so let's check out what's technology-wise up ahead of us. So I've already checked out the planetary logistics system. This is which allows you to transport goods over the planet without belts. That's pretty sick. But at the same time, the necessary parts for a planetary logistics station are tremendous. And, well, the real deal, the real interesting part is the interstellar logistics station, but we're really, really far away from that. This technology, though, will allow us to transport the titanium from that star to another, and that's one of the first things that I want to set up next. As you see here, the cost of structure matrix is actually pretty meager, so we're probably, let's see, I'm going to cancel these sciences now next, because I don't really need them. And I want to go for the research of the logistics systems. We're going to be needing thruster technology first, okay? So, there we go. 1,000 red cubes, though. Hell yeah. Okay, so once these things are on the way, well on their way, let's see, we don't have all the necessary technologies for that, as I see. Yeah, the high-strength titanium alloy. Well, that's how you can upgrade titanium into something even more costly. This is where we'll need the sulfuric acid. The basic plan of mine now is that I want to research these technologies ASAP, and I want to automate the transport of the titanium from that planet to this planet, so the yellow cube production does not rely on my hauling anymore, because that sucks big time. But at the beginning of the game, I haven't found any way to avoid that. So I'd say it's part of your early game experience. So right now it's clearly visible that we're not producing enough blue cubes here for our little factory here. So we should change on that. This gives me, by the way, the idea that I really should consider stockpiling these cubes after all. Because at the end of the day, I have an overproduction here. that I could facilitate for the days later. Right now, my factory, my laboratory needs way more blue cubes than I'm producing here, but the ratio here is actually right now the same. We do produce one blue cube per second, one red cube per second, and I'm working on one yellow cube per second, but the consumption rate of these is not the same. That's why these hiccups do happen this way. Okay, my friends, so I'm going to be researching all these technologies in between the episodes, and I'm going to mule around the titanium a bit in between the episodes as well. So on the next one, we're going to start building these logistics systems. At the beginning, I'm going to handcraft practically everything. You know, even the logistics station, most likely, even all the processors, but maybe not the processors. We could actually consider doing this in between. I'm not sure about that yet, but you surely get the idea. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Next episode will be a blast when we're setting up the new logistics. Well, maybe the next episode will be another preparation step for the logistics. I can't foresee that right now properly. I'll have to dive a little bit deeper into these things, because now we're slowly leaving the part where I know my way around, you know, and we're entering new territory for the next episode. So, comments down below, thumbs up if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Have a good one, and see you soon. Goodbye.